Hey, what's up, everyone? This is the watch list video for Thursday, October 19th. The SPY was down, kind of heading back. The 200-day is right about where these lows here, these recent lows are. Looks like we may be headed back to test that. We'll see, right? Anything can happen. What was the other thing? Oh, the Dow was down 332 points. So it was kind of an ugly day. Quick notes here. Let me go to 5-minute candles and just show you some after hours and a couple big names. Netflix. So you can see what Netflix did in after hours. Absolutely ripped, right? Closed down here in the 346 area and it's all the way up here at 389. Contrast that with Tesla. Let's see, 16. So Tesla closed 242.55, right? And then it had an initial sell-off, then a pop, and now it's all the way down here at 233.80. So a couple big names in and after hours. We'll see how that affects the market tomorrow. Let's get back to the SPY. Let me get after hours off of here and then go into one highlight from today. I want to talk about SASI. Matt TU in chat gave the idea. It popped through 5 here, so I'll try to show you what it looked like when Matt gave the, I say idea, he kind of posed it as a question, but I know some people took it on his post, right? So it showed a little strength. It was a recent high flyer, as you just saw the daily, right? Pushed up through 5, pulled back, and he asked the room, what do you guys think about this back through 5, which is a second mouse with the earlier high above, and it's a recent high flyer. And you can see what happened right there when it broke 5, went absolutely nuts. Went to 680. Without really looking back, right? Anyway, let's go back to the daily. So that's where it closed. But that was a neat little heads up. I know some of you got ICU near the end of the day. It had a nice pop. Anyway, let's go into what we're watching tomorrow. Tupperware, to me, is still kind of flagging. The last 4 days, though, it's closed below its open. Something to keep in mind. But that's TUP. It's still worth watching for potential long. NKTX. Had the big pop yesterday, quiet inside day today, looking for a third day play. FNGR, I still think it's interesting over 7. You can kind of picture the trend line there. If it gets through 7, which it topped out at, I want to say 3 days in a row, and then today sold off a little bit, maybe due to the weak market. Excuse me, but it's definitely interesting over 7 still to me. CMTL had the big pop. Couple inside days and it's starting to curl back up. That was on watch today, goes right back on watch tomorrow. I already talked about this, but I'll show it one more time. SASI. Recent high flyer and had a nice pop today, but closed well off its highs. Still going to be on watch. This one's tough to see. FFIE. You know what? Right now in after hours it's trading at $1.70, so it's really not affected. I thought it might be affected by Tesla. Let me go to 60s. You see it better. The moving averages kind of smush everything together. So if you look at it on 60s, I'm actually going to zoom in here. You can tell that it really had a nice move today, right? I looked it up and it's got like 40% short and the float is actually pretty damn small. It's like maybe 40 million. Bear with me because I'm actually going to check while I'm making the video. A lot of people that make videos about stocks do their homework before they make the video. I do it while I'm making the video because I quit carrying years ago. 17 million, I was way off. 17 million in the float, which is a tiny float for an EV maker, and 41% short. So this one may have some follow through tomorrow, especially, as I said, it seems unaffected by the Tesla sell-off. So that one of my favorites going into tomorrow. All right, so that's FFIE. SPR, let me pan out a little bit now. Try that again. All right, there you go. So anyway, big gap up today. Certainly interesting through 22 tomorrow, knowing that today's high was 2209. Big volume. It's going to catch some attention. People looking at charts tonight, and had a nice sounding headline today. Talked about ICU. Put the horizontal line right at this recent high from back here. And it tried to break it today, closed below it, but in after hours right now, it's trading at 95 cents. Certainly one to watch for a follow-through day tomorrow. AUMN, I believe, is a gold miner. Nice breakout today. Maybe a continuation play tomorrow. CNK, I don't know. I have it on bounce watch, but it doesn't have that daily chart bounce play look because of this kind of sort of green day yesterday. But it's also interesting near 16, and it's fallen pretty quickly to get there. So I am going to put this on bounce watch. MRNA, I'm going to throw that back on bounce watch as well. Didn't give a trigger today. Whenever I have a bounce play that goes on watch for a day and doesn't trigger, I just put it back on the list for the next day. Same thing with LL, which is the old lumber liquidators. Didn't trigger today. SPRC. I have it on bounce watch because, I mean, I had this pop back here, then another pop here, then a big gap up here. But if you go to 15-minute candles, it never broke its high on the gap up yesterday, never broke its high today. So I am going to treat this as a bounce play, although you look at this chart and you might think, what the hell is he talking about? But I like the way it keeps gapping up. So I do think it's worth having on bounce watch. If we get an A+ intraday setup, I will give it a try. Let me try that again. AEHR, which was a really strong stock not that long ago, is kind of getting some shape to the downside here. So I do want to watch that for a potential bounce. ASPN, another one that had a really nice move here, nice secondary move, and then like 5 days in a row down. I'm going to put that on bounce watch. And then lastly, RVMD, which had this massive move here, and then 2 days lower. I think that's worth watching for a turn back up. The strength of these two green days here, the strength was really, really impressive. And so a couple days down on lower volume, to me, that could turn back up and rip any day now. So I'm going to put it on a chart. We'll add gappers as we always do in the pre-market together to add to this list. And there should be plenty to choose from tomorrow for hopefully some decent A+ setups. All right, I'm done babbling. We'll see you in chat.